there, geeks. Adam coming back at you with another edition of Comic Card Crazy. You know, we just wrapped up our Bad Girls series, so what are we going to do next? Well, we're going to get into superhero movie cards. Just thought we'd have some fun with this here. We're going to start with Batman Returns, these top Stadium Club edition cards, all right? Now, there was a standard set that Topps released, okay? But they knew by this point that Batman was big business, so they decided to go ultra premium with these cards. This is a thick pack. We're going to get into it here, but Batman Returns in 1992. After the 89 film, the world was ready for this, right? They were waiting. They're like, we can't believe we had to wait this long, 3 years for a new movie. I mean, there was the comic book adaptation, right? So many of us bought this. Of course, eventually we got it on VHS so we could watch it at home. But there were all sorts of promotions. You remember McDonald's with their cups, with their discs that were on top there that you could throw. Even the kids' meals, right? We had the toys that were inside. The Happy Meal was a ton of fun to get those as a kid. Toys R Us. Toys R Us had these special giveaway boxes they used to do back in the day, and they had a Batman Returns one that was wild. I have so much merchandise for this movie. Speaking of what you would find at Toys R Us, though, what I still consider to be the most finely crafted action figure of the 90s, and that was the Bruce Wayne transforming figure. I love this so much. But also, they had like different random like tie-in items. Like, how about a little candy dispenser that was on a string so you could like wear it, I guess. Of course, I just used it as kind of like a sling, like a batarang, you know, that you could throw. But Batman Returns was a huge movie to me. In fact, some of you might recall here on this very channel, you can find it for my 40th birthday party. I did a big Zoom event, and it was all Batman Returns. I got Batman Returns gifts. I had vintage party supplies, like everything like that. I just wanted to relive that moment in time in 1992. As scary as that film was to some people, it has become a favorite of mine. Just the dark comedy of it all is so classic. So let's get into these cards. Let's see what they were all about. And hey, are you ready to go into the sewers with the Penguin? Okay, so here we are with our pack of Batman Returns Topps Stadium Club. These are 15 super premium movie cards, okay? So this was a very special set. There was the official collector's magazine, which could be ordered. I, of course, have my copy. I've had it since 92. But yeah, this was a big set. The thing they were doing with this was that they were giving you a lot more behind-the-scenes details, whereas like the main set talked more just about the movie itself. And this set talked about the making of, with the stuff on the back of the cards. So let's take a look here. See what we're going to learn in these 15 cards. We'll start with the stern Pat Hingle as Commissioner Gordon here. Nothing more than a cameo appearance in Batman Returns, unfortunately. But see, they will tell you here everything that's going on. So it says... in Tim Burton's sequel, Gordon orders his men to hold their fire on Batman when the Penguin and the Catwoman have him framed for murder. So that was about as close as we got to the relationship between Jim Gordon and Batman. Oh, now here's the guy. Look, it even matches what's on that sticker album cover there. Oh, Danny DeVito as the Penguin. So terrifying, yet so entertaining. So randy, this Penguin, living in the sewers all that time. But here we go. Director Tim Burton found working with Danny DeVito an enjoyable professional experience. All right, let's see what this next one's about. Okay, well, we had the Penguin. Why not have him with Catwoman, okay? Notice the glossiness of these cards, too. And it can't be overstated how exciting just that silvery, shiny logo was on these cards. What are they going to tell us about this meetup here? Raised in suburban Southern California town of Midway City, Michelle Pfeiffer began her career on television and soon graduated to feature films. Okay, so just a little bio on Michelle Pfeiffer herself. But here she is looking a little more ragged, a little more worse for wear. That awesome finale of the film. 6, 7, all good girls go to heaven, right? With an act of shocking violence, Max Schreck unwittingly created Catwoman when he pushed Selena Kyle out of a window. So kind of a little mixture of story and behind the scenes here. All right, so here's the Red Triangle Circus Gang busting through the giant package in the square. There you have Chip and Max Shrek there. Interesting. Okay. Oh, just a look at that set. Look at the set design on this stuff. So beautiful, so grimy, but the best kind of grimy, right? Let's see. Michelle Pfeiffer relaxes in her apartment, unaware of the strange fate that awaits her. Yes, indeed. Listening to those messages. Batman and the Penguin just kind of hanging out, you know. I think this is them turning to look at the people coming up. Let's see. Why is Batman such a popular costumed hero? Perhaps the lack of genuine superpowers make him more relatable. Batman wears heavy-duty armor to protect himself, and he uses all manner of weaponry in his battle against crime. It was a pretty cool upgrade for the suit. Oh, now, speaking of a suit, that is a costume, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. I mean, what's crazy is that they actually had her own line of, like, different type of promotional items. Even, like, the party supplies. They had Catwoman party supplies in case girls wanted to do a Catwoman party. This is pretty neat here. Oh, so this tells us that Catwoman's quirky sense of humor was carefully developed by screenwriters Daniel Waters and Wesley Strick. So yes, indeed. The humor is what makes this film special. And the violence, man. Batman, he is intense at the opening of this movie, isn't he? Blowing people up. I mean, he is not messing around. Let's see here. Director Tim Burton grew up in Burbank, California, where he sated his imagination's ravenous hunger by watching old horror movies and television and drawing cartoons. Served him well. All right, let's see here. Oh, yep. You didn't invite me, so I crashed. Yep, there we are, blowing up all the costumed party goers. Man, the Penguin, he knows how to make an entrance. But look at that. Look at that. I mean, the stunts in this thing. So cool. There he is, running for mayor. I played this town like a harp from hell. All right. A few pertinent pointers created by Bob Kane. The Penguin's first comic book appearance was back in 1941. Okay, yeah, so definitely one of the earliest Bat villains. Now there's Batman and Catwoman having a tender moment on a rooftop. What's it going to tell us about this? Director Tim Burton enjoys creating a universe from scratch, whether it's the colorful suburban neighborhood of Edward Scissorhands or the dark, seething urban landscape of the Batman films. And really, that makes all the difference, I say, when you have those practical sets. Ooh, and then the Batmobile. What is going on in this picture? It's just there to wow us. Let's see what they say. Yeah, the style and technological capabilities of the Batmobile have evolved over the years. Now, the thing about this is, if you know the origins of the making of Batman Returns, this was supposed to be Robin, who was like a mechanic kid that was actually going to be taking care of the Batmobile for him and stuff. So I always found that interesting when they show that. All right, now here is the Penguin, ooh, looking deliciously evil. Black and black, little bit of brown. With his portrayal of the malevolent Penguin in Batman Returns, superstar Danny DeVito adds yet another vivid characterization to his already impressive gallery of performances. You ain't kidding. All right, finally here, Batman looking triumphant here, and he's got the piece there. I think, is that... Yeah, that's when he was getting ready to blow up everything, right? So I was going to say, was that the piece he pulled off the bottom of the Batmobile? But no, that was a spherical deal. Finally, Tim Burton was determined that Bruce Wayne would be an interesting character as the Caped Crusader. Robbed of his parents at an early age, blessed with fortune that enabled him to pursue his incredible crime-fighting career, Bruce is a very private person, a true individual. Well, this was quite a set. Let's close this thing out. All right, a very classy set of cards. The only thing I always thought was missing, even back in 1992, was there was no chase cards. Because by that point, we had gotten the Marvel Universe cards with holograms, and so I knew that that was a possibility. But there was no Batman hologram to be had except on the official souvenir magazine. But yeah, so that was a little disappointing. But overall, just the production of the cards is great. I actually have a full set. I've been able to collect so many of these cards over the years. So I hope you enjoyed that look at the Batman Returns cards. We're going to be back with more movie cards next next time, and it's something extra special for me. We're going to be talking about The Shadow from 1994, because July 1st is the 30th anniversary of that film, and because it's a favorite of mine, I'm getting a little indulgent. We're going to open up a pack of those cards, but also there's going to be some special stuff going on with the podcast that week as well. So just stay tuned, stay subscribed here so that you can get all the details on that when it's to come. Maybe you don't know anything about the movie. Maybe you've never seen it. Well, maybe this is the way that I get you excited about it to enjoy it as much as I do. But hey, until next time, keep your books bagged and boarded.